The Minister of Labour, Jamil Hmeidan, emphasized the importance of strengthening social dialogue among the three parties in the labour market. He highlighted the need for collaboration between company management and workers' representatives to effectively resolve labour disputes related to work terms and employment provisions. The joint committees between production parties are effective mechanisms that help preserve the rights of both sides, enhance labour market stability, and build business owners' confidence. This creates an attractive business environment for attracting more job-generating investments. Hmeidan praised the joint committees, which include company department and workers' representatives, for their regular meeting aimed at enhancing productivity and preserving labour achievements. He stressed that social dialogue promotes institutional prosperity and a healthy work environment, leading to economic benefits from establishments. In order for institutions to flourish and provide a healthy work environment capable of achieving many benefits for business parties and the national economy in the kingdom, and out of responsibility towards the Bahraini labour market, the Ministry of Labour emphasizes the necessity of continuing to strengthen social dialogue between production parties and the labour market through joint cooperation between company management and worker representatives in resolving labour disputes related to terms or conditions of work. The efforts of the Ministry of Labour in managing social dialogue have resulted in a decrease in the number of labour complaints, as 764 individual labour complaints were resolved amicably by the mutual consent between the two labour parties since the beginning of this year until the end of last June, while the Ministry submitted 3,211 labour consultations for both employers and workers related to their rights and duties in accordance with the labour law in the private sector. To complement these efforts in resolving and settling collective labour complaints, a number of collective labour contracts have been concluded that regulate the relationship between the two parties and include the rights and duties of workers in a balanced manner, including improving the work environment in a way that contributes to raising the quality of efficiency and enhancing the productivity levels of establishments. These contracts also contribute to job stability for workers, achieving the principle of equality at work and establishing a positive relationship between establishment management, workers' representatives, and their union organization. The government, headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, always emphasizes that every Bahraini worker is an integral part of Team Bahrain that continues the process of construction and development through their great efforts and contributions in various fields in a way that supports achieving the goals of the comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty the King. The Chinese President Xi Jinping received a delegation of heads of parliamentary committees participating in the Regional Symposium on Sustainable Development Goals for 2024 in the presence of the First Deputy Speaker of the Representatives Council, Abdel Salman. The President stressed that parliamentary diplomacy plays a vital role in strengthening relations between countries through direct communication between parliamentarians and the exchange of opinions and experiences. It also contributes to achieving common development by facilitating understanding on issues of common interest and enhancing trust and international cooperation. He pointed out the importance of the international community focusing on enhancing joint cooperation to achieve sustainable development goals through collective action among countries. While leading the parliamentary division of Bahrain, the First Deputy Speaker of the Council of Representatives, Abdel Salman, affirmed the kingdom's commitment to further strengthening regional and international cooperation frameworks to promote peace and enhance global stability in line with royal directives. In his speech during the 2024 Regional Symposium on Achieving Sustainable Development Goals for Parliaments of Developing Countries in China, he emphasized that the kingdom aims to advance sustainable development goals and foster constructive cooperation to find peaceful and diplomatic solutions to mutual issues at various levels. Shura Council member Dr. Hani Saati affirmed that Bahrain is a symbol of coexistence, openness, and a role model for peace, harmony, and peaceful coexistence between different religions and sects. He added that this is thanks to the sound visions and leadership of His Majesty the King, who has spread and strengthened the values of peace and respect for different cultures among Bahraini society and its members. This came in the speech by Dr. Saati during his participation in the delegation of the Parliamentary Division of the Kingdom of Bahrain in the 2024 Regional Symposium on Achieving Sustainable Development Goals for the Parliaments of Developing Countries held in China. Dr. Saati stated that Bahrain has long respected cultural and intellectual diversity while confronting extremism and intolerance guided by principles of justice and equality as outlined in the Bahraini Constitution and law. The Bahrain International Airport recorded outstanding performance in the first 7 months of 2024 with a 43.2% increase in passenger traffic, 19.8% rise in aircraft movements, and steady growth in air cargo volume, reflecting economic recovery and growing demand for air travel. According to the official reports, from January to July 2024, the total number of passengers increased by over 13%, with departing passengers rising by 13.6% and arriving passengers growing by 9.2% compared to the same period last year. The General Traffic Department at the Ministry of Interior was able to arrest a number of violators for practicing public transportation activities without a license issued by the Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunications. The department noted that Article 46 of the traffic law punishes anyone who practices a public transportation activity without a license with imprisonment for a period of up to 6 months and a fine of up to 1,000 BD. The department stressed the continuation of monitoring violations in addition to continuing law enforcement campaigns in all governorates of the kingdom in cooperation with the Ministry of Transportation. The government of the Kingdom of Bahrain takes prominent steps to develop its government services efficiently and effectively to meet the needs and expectations of individuals and institutions in order to consolidate the principles of Bahrain Economic Vision 2030.